Have my camera here can.
All right. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. It's happy Friday, right? It's Friday again. We are really excited to be here with you. Monique is not, sorry, Mary is not here because she actually just have her vaccine and she doesn't feel really good. But like we promised, we're gonna be here for you, and every Friday, regardless of what happened, whether one of us is out or not. But the good news is we have three, so at least two of us will be here, right? If not, at least one of us will be here. So, good morning, everyone. Monique, you want to say hi to everyone? Oh, you are muted, I think.
I'm so sorry. Yes, hi everyone. Good morning. Good morning. It's Friday again, and we're here again live for you. And Mary, please.
Monique, it said that your mic is not connected, and then so you keep getting muted yourself.
It is connected.
Okay, we can hear you now, so I think we're good. So, what did you just say?
Yes. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It's Friday again, and we're here again live for you. And Mary, get well soon. We miss you.
Absolutely, we definitely miss you here, and we can see that there's 7 people watching our live. Right, we're getting better and better every single time. And one of my coaches teaching me that hey, we just have to continue producing, publishing, so that way we can finally find our voice and making sure that everybody can see us. And thank you for all the virtual assistants out there that is supporting us. And I know that some of the clients is starting to watch our Friday live, and we just wanted to. We will always wanted to deliver for you, right? So today, we come up with a topic, why, again, excuse my English, right? Obviously my grammar is not good, right? I am not perfect. That's why I hire virtual assistant, because they are great in their English. Monique saying that, hey Moss, next time just let me do the titles, because your English is really not that good. I say yes, thank you for inspiring me, right? That's why I need you, right? So anyway, so today's topic, actually, after we Google it, right? Again, that's what we teach all the virtual assistants to Google. The correct terms, which we're gonna be putting it in, is why the virtual assistant, why the virtual assistant you hired didn't work. Why the virtual assistant you hired didn't work. Okay. And I thought that was a really good topic, because again, we have been hiring quite a few people, right? And this week, we kind of have an influx of people that did not work out, right? So we thought, maybe today this is what we are, we should be learning and talking about. And we see that some people are coming from Kirono province. So welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming in here. So Monique, you wanted to share with us, what do you think? What do you think does not work?
Okay. This one I will be basing it on experience. I
Of
just,
course, it's gonna be on experience. What else do?
I
You go
know.
to a VA academy on how to hire virtual assistant.
I know. But this was just recently. I think it was just actually, it was actually this week. So what happened was, we had to let go one of the VAs, one of our VAs, unfortunately. Of course, we're not happy about it. But I think it's because the client already started like giving everything for for the VAs. Like in just I think less than 2 weeks, the client already giving the VA this. I don't want to be specific because they might know who she is, but they started giving them this. It's gonna be paid holiday already. She already got her increase, and then the client already bought her this. It kind of feels like the client is making the VA happy instead of the other way around, you know. Now the VA got used to that, whatever the client is giving him. Now the thing is, what happened was, the VA started to be demanding. She doesn't show up to work, the client needs to call her every day, where are you? And now the VA will be mad because why are you looking for me? It's really. So I think, for the VAs, and I think I experienced this with you, boss. I think it's good when you work hard for something. You work hard for your clients. When you finally get her to like you, like for Phyllis, I earned my spot here, definitely earned my spot. And they always say hard work pays off, right? So I think, I'm not saying for the clients not to be nice to your VAs, but I think it would be good to have them do their hard work, make them earn your trust, make them earn your love, not just give it all, everything in the first week, second week. Make it worth it for them and for you as well. So that's just me.
Yes, absolutely. I think that what Monique said, it's right. Even though I know, again, I know a lot of virtual assistant out here. We love you, right? We love you, and this is obviously designed for the business owners to get successful with this. A lot of time we know that. Hey, Dana, how are you? Thank you for joining us, and Nimpa, thank you for joining us. A lot of the time, in our culture, right, in the Filipino culture, in the Asian culture, we need to earn our stuff, right? We were joking about this once upon a time, whereby our mom and dad would say, if you are happy at your job, something is wrong. If you're happy at your job, something is wrong, right? Because you might be in a cult or something. I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting topic, right? But the truth is, if you're way too nice for your VA at the very beginning, and you fail to test them and get their commitment first, then you're gonna have a hard time at the end, because you already put Bill on such a high pedestal, and then now they're expecting something from you all the time, right? They're expecting something from you all the time. So it's kind of like a relationship, right? When you first dating, you don't just give them everything, right? You slowly getting to know each other, and then it's mutual, right? So in that way, again, they're feeling comfortable and great, but not like, oh wow, like I all of a sudden, I didn't earn anything and I got all these things. And we do see
Yep.
that all, often. Again, it's not that we don't want to treat you really nice, but we do see that, as a lot of time when we are way too nice, and way too often, then things just doesn't go that way. Statistically speaking, things just doesn't go really well at when client is way too nice at the with the VA. And again, I'm not talking about the gifts and stuff like that, right? My number one pet peeve, to be honest with you, when we are hiring virtual assistant, is that you don't give them flex time. I know, I'm sorry, other VAs, I love you, right? But I'm gonna say it. Uh, I don't really like flex time. I told all my VA all the time, make it, a standard 8 hours a day, right? Or 4 hours a day. What is the time that you're supposed to log in and communicate? And again, I really believe that a lot, because again, I'm a good person at heart, right? I did tried it before in flex time. It doesn't work out, because whenever I need you, right, as a business owner, you're not there, right? Whenever you need me, I'm not there, because it's flex time. That means there's no expectation. There's no, we don't know when should we check in and not. And worst come to worst, at the end, right, it depends on the relationship. Sometimes the flex time become 24/7, because hey, it's flex time. So as a business owner, I am just going to ask you what I need at any given time. And what do you do? Well, it's flex time, so you need to deliver every single time. So I don't, number one, I don't like that. Number two is, a lot of time, just like I said, right? I'm a really busy owner. Whenever I need something, I need to fix something, I need it now, right? And I can't, because I have to wait for maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours later, when you wake up, when you see it, when you work on it, and you give it to me. Then the length of coming back and forth is taking too long, and at the end, we just don't think that that is going to work. Am I right? And then the next thing too is, um I don't personally, I don't think it is also fair for you, because it's like, there's no expectation, right? So it's like, oh, should I talk to her right now? Should I not talk to her? And then at the end, the relationship doesn't work out. I just personally love it. Even, some of my clients are, okay, we're going to do flex time. Am I right? I say, yes, you are doing your flex time, but every day, strongly suggestion is you show up at 9 o'clock and you end at like 12 o'clock. Every day, pick the 4 hour slot that you're supposed to work and quote unquote make that the flex time, because you're also training your business owner and say, hey, I'm going to be here from 8 to 12. If you need me, 8 to 12 is the best time. Then you can easily just clock out and say, I'm done for the day, right? I don't have to check my WhatsApp. I don't have to check my Telegram. I don't have to check any of my communication, because I am done for the day. I'm done for the day, instead of every day going in and check it and check it and check it. And also, flex time, what does that really mean? Well, if I don't have anything to do or I'm on budget, then I don't give you any work. I mean, is that fair for you as a virtual assistant? I don't think that is fair. So I really believe, again, flex time does not work. Dear and 10-year experience, flex time does not work. Poor expectation, poor communication, poor experience. So again, if you guys quote unquote want to do some sort of a flex time, go for it. Ultimately, I'm a coach, right? I'm not going to force you to ever. But at the end, mark my word, most likely it's not going to work. And please let me know if it works. Please type it down below. Let me know, so in that way I can see what is the miracle that you have created. All right, Monique, do you have a second, thing that you wanted to, think about, that why it doesn't work?
Well, I just want to acknowledge what Irish mentioned here on what I mentioned a while ago. Correct. Don't, well, she said, correct. Don't give them everything yet. It's good to make them feel comfortable, but should have limits. So I totally agree with you on that, Irish. Well, what else? Let's see. Well, I think the reason why sometimes the VAs don't work, it's because, well, let me think. I can't think of anything. Oh, wait. Wait, what else? Let's see some comments here first. Okay. Well, yes, sometimes for the VAs, you sometimes choose jobs that are not for you. You just accepted the job. It's because it's, high paying job, but actually it's not your passion. It's not really what you really love to do. And yeah, sometimes, well, most of the time I think it works when you are doing something that you love, right? Just like what they said, do what you love and you will not have to work for the rest of your life. So for our VAs here, make I know we're all for, you should learn, about the learning, but make sure when you go, or when you apply for a job, it is something that is something that you like to do, and something that you think that if you do it every day, it's not going to be a burden, you know so you always have that eagerness to go to work. So yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And I think, Augusta, I feel, I feel you, right? And I think the key coming back to it is communication, right? Have you communicated with your boss that you have tried your best, right? Have you gone above and beyond? What have you do to go learn those tools? And where are you learning those tools? Am I right? Because sometimes the truth is, I, as a business owner, are very frustrated with my some of my virtual assistant, because you just go try and try and try and get your head, knock on the wall, right, and bleed, right, and then you forget that I am right here. Hello, hello, I am right here. Ask me, right? Ask me. If you don't ask me, how would I be able to give you a better answer? Right? Ask me. I can tell you, hey, by the way, actually have a course that you can just attend. So in that way you can learn easily. Hey, by the way, Jana Lynn is working on this software right now. Why don't you go in there and have a Zoom with her, so that way she can teach you. It's always about thinking outside the box when there is no box, right? And again,
Mm-hmm.
business owners out there, if you are hiring your virtual assistant, you wanted to make sure that you have that open communication with them, right? The one reason why virtual assistant does not really work is because there is no open communication, and they're afraid that if they ask you question, they are going to get fired. So what they do is they do this, not all the time. Put that their head down and just do this, and hopefully you're not going to catch me. Hopefully you're not going to see my flaw, right? But the key is, just like what we train on all the virtual assistant in our environment, right? Hey, please ask your client, because ask you shall receive, right? Ask you shall receive. So again, all the virtual assistant here, please, communicate with your client, over communicate with them, because the number one reason why, a lot of the VA get fired is because of lack of communication, right? Kind of like what John Aline say, right? It doesn't work for some of the VAs because they fail to over communicate and does not sharpen the saw. Absolutely, right? That is another topic, right? But going back to the communication, business owners, you need to make sure that your VA is very comfortable communicating with you, right? Regardless of what happened. I know that John Maxwell said that all the time. One of the top value is be honest, even though it is not comfortable, right? Tony Robbins obviously said, whenever something hit, if something goes wrong, the number one thing is you want your VA, you want your worker to come back, tell you exactly what's going on, so in the way you can do damage control immediately, instead of them afraid that you're going to react to them, and then they delay the bad news to you, and then at the end, the hell broke loose, and you're like, ah, man, I don't know what to do, right? And then just like what John Aline obviously talk about here, sharpening your saw. I think that is huge, huge, huge. The reason why Monique has been with me for 9 years, I think Monique can, speak on it on her own behalf. How many software, how many new system, how many new industry have we been going through together?
A lot. A lot. Yes, yes, we've done, alarms, then real estate, then this, and we've been doing other, other stuff on the side, and then we've switched from this tool to this tool to this tool. So and the thing is, I love it. I love learning, I love growing, I love testing things out. So I think that's why it works for me. However, boss, I just also wanna mention about communicating. I think this is also based on experience. We've already fired. I'm so sorry, but yes, well, our clients have fired a lot of VAs. It's because they're not asking questions. Yes, they're not communicating really well with their client. But I think it's a one of Filipino culture, and I think all of the VAs can and would agree with me on this one. We are afraid to ask questions. It's because here in the Philippines, it's like that. When you ask questions here, it feels like you're not smart enough. It feels like you're dumb here, or someone would think that you're dumb. Someone would think that you're not good, you're not smart. But I always say this to our VAs, and even our onboarding, that our US clients would love for you to ask questions, would love for you to verify and clarify information, because and I always say this as well. We are all good for failing forward, of course, but those mistakes, actually we can minimize them simply by verifying information, clarifying information with our clients, asking them questions. Again, ask better questions, you get better answers, right? So sorry, I talk too much, I know.
No, I love it. I love it. I think that is, nailed to, to the head, right? Asking, again, as a virtual assistant, please make sure that you ask better question to get better answer. Because the truth is,
Mhm.
your business owners are not, perfect as you think. A lot of time we don't know what we don't know, right? That's why, in our coaching program, we always teach about, I don't know what I don't know, right? I don't know what I don't know. So make sure that you ask that question, make sure that you initiate it, so in that way, right, your clients will know, right? And again, going back to the business owners, right, be direct, be honest with them, right? Be direct, be honest with them, and let them know let them know, like, hey, I want you to be honest with me, I want you to be direct with me. Like every time when I first started with all my VAs, right, I don't be my perfect self. I always make sure that they see me as who I am, because I don't have to give them a stage. I just want to be 100% me. I'm a very distracted owner. I'm very forgetful, right? I have things all over the place a lot of the time, right? So I tell them exactly. I say, hey, I'm very forgetful, right? I'm not organized, right? And this is how you're going to contact me, right? And then again, if I need to get something done, it's your job to remind me. If I don't get it done, it's your fault. You're like, whoa, Phyllis, that is a little strong. I said, I know, but ultimately, that is what I hired them for. I'm hiring them to ensure that all the tasks are done. So why should I sugarcoat it? Why do I want to babysit them? Because one of the top reason why, a VA doesn't work out is because, right? It's because, oh man, they don't follow up with me, right? I need to babysit them, right? That is usually what I hear all the time. Well, the question too with all the business owners, I wanted to challenge you. Have you been honest with them? What is your outcome? What do you really want them to do? What do you really like them to get done? Am I right? Because again, this is what I tell my VAs all the time. Hey boss, I don't know what I don't know. Can you tell me more? Right? Again, as a business owner, I always tell them to, I don't know what I don't know. I think I like you, right? We're going to test this relationship out, and then we're going to see whether it's going to work out or not. But again, if I don't know what I don't know, or if you need something, please let me know, because it's easy for me to fix it. It's easy for me to, work out for you. But again, I don't know what I don't know. I don't know whether you need something or you don't, right? So again, I think that is one of the key reason why people fail, business owner fail, the virtual assistant fail, is because they fail to be honest with each other of what is the expectation. What is the expectation? How do you want me to communicate with you? When do you want me to communicate with you? Right? We have a lawyer client, right? In the morning, she's super busy, right? She's doing her workout, and then she's doing her think time, she's doing your time blocking, and then she have a lot of things that she need to get done. So she tell the VAs, hey, whenever you need me at the morning, just call me, but tell me exactly what you need. But don't tell me, hey, how are you doing today, boss? What's going on? She does not have the time to go through that, right? A lot of time I would tell them, hey, I'm really busy. What's going on? Tell me right now. And then again, my VA doesn't take it personal. They just say, boss, this is what I need. We need it immediate. This is what the deadline is. Let's get it done. Okay, cool. Let's get it done. And then when we have time, then obviously we will chit chat. How's your boyfriend? How's your girlfriend? Right? How's the dinner? Right? How's Jollibee? Right? And all that fun stuff. Right? All right, Monique. You want to read what
Yes,
Anita
totally.
said?
Totally agree with you on that. Also, okay, we have another comment here. So, virtual assistants are not willing to learn or do another task aside from what they applied for. I think I've already mentioned this before. Yes, I totally agree on this one. We have VAs that would, yes, I know we have job description, right? And I think the client will just add one task there and they are already asking for a raise, and we're like, seriously. Okay, so I think it just doesn't work that way, and also one thing is, sometimes VAs will have another job, like another full-time job. I do not recommend having another full-time job, to be honest. I always tell our VAs here, and even when I do the interviews, I don't like them to have two full-time jobs. That would be working 19 or 18 hours a day, and that's not healthy. I always say, one client will suffer. It's just this new client or the old client, but one or two of them will suffer for sure. I don't think we have the capacity or the ability to work 19 hours a day, and it's like straight. You only have like what, 1 or 2 hours of break. That's not healthy. And I always say, we like, and we also have VAs. Can I just not take my 1 hour break? No, this is not a marathon. We like you to be healthy. When you're healthy, you can do the job really well, right?
This is
So,
a marathon.
no, no, I'm taking my break. But
No, this is
yes,
no,
I
what
think those
Monique.
two reasons.
Yeah, what Monique was saying is it is not a sprint. It is a marathon. So take your time and take your 1 hour break.
Yeah. Take your,
Yeah.
sorry, yes, take your 1 hour break, guys. Take a nap, eat, take a rest. just do something in that that 1 hour. Make sure you rest also, because we want you to be healthy, so when you're healthy you can do the job really well, right? So
Absolutely. I love that. I love what you said, right? Because again, Monique has been with us for 9 years, guys. Monique has been with us for 9 years. If she doesn't take care of herself, do you think she's gonna last for 9 years? Most likely not, right? So make sure that you do that. Okay. Another top
and
reason, why a virtual assistant, why your virtual assistant doesn't really work out for you too, is again, the setting up the expectation and waiting for them to get the results. Setting up the expectation, waiting for them to get the results. And just like what Monique said, right? Some of the clients, they test a VA out, right? I would say that the correct time to test out your VA is 3 to 7 days. That's why in our company we have a 7 day probationary period, because sometimes it might be too specialized, so they need some time to kind of get warm out, get to know it, and then they start, blossoming, right? But a lot of the time, we also notice some of the and again, I really wanted to stress on this one. The first 2 days, sometimes there is unintentional mistake, like maybe they quote unquote overslept even though they are not supposed to, right? Maybe they figure out the wrong time because they're still not good at the time. Maybe I don't know, their computer is not fully set up because they thought they are set up but they're not. Things like that do happen quite a bit on the first couple days, and I just want you to have the best heart with the VAs, because again, just like us, right? When we get into a new job, sometimes we don't know what's going on. Am I right? So give them a couple days to kind of get used to it, right? However, make sure that you monitor obviously the communication skills, right? Again, communication, over communicate with your client or the virtual assistant here, and obviously the business owner. Make sure that you communicate with your VAs, because um because I we did see a couple clients whereby we know that the VA is going to rock it, right? Which most of the time is true. When we after we assign them to other clients, they just blossom like crazy. But the key is at the very beginning. Some of the clients are very impatient and they expect the perfect virtual assistant. And again, ultimately 80% of our VAs are usually perfect on the very first time around, but there is obviously some that again, they are running into challenges and questions. And again, just about where your focus goes, your energy flow, right? If you immediately you already lose trust with your virtual assistant, then the relationship is not going to start on the good spot. Then everything is going to go downhill from there.
oh wow, I love that part. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Yes,
Totally
like
agree.
what Janalyn also tell us, or I experienced one. I overslept, and my coworker has to, call me. Thank goodness for a community who rocks and help us out. Yes, actually, the truth is, one of our first rule at the very beginning is, hey, get to know all these partners, right? You guys are all onboarding at the same time, you know. And everybody, make sure that you 5 minutes ahead of time, say good morning. And if you don't see good morning from your teammate, call them, WhatsApp them, bombard them, because maybe they fall asleep or maybe they have a power outage. And again, if you're a virtual assistant, make sure that you have some, like a prepaid card or something like that. So if you actually have a power outage, you can at least
True.
easily send a message out to your client and letting them know that you have a power outage, or texting them if possible. Is it correct, Monique, that if you guys are using Facebook Messenger, even it is free? Is that true or no?
It is true. Yes, it is true here. Yeah.
So if you do hire a virtual assistant, make sure that you connect with them on your messenger. So all the VAs, if you work with me, connect with me on my messenger. So the way, if you have a brown out, right, you call it, or power
Mhm.
outage or internet outage, can feel free to let us know. But again, communication is a big key. Again, think about it, just like what I train a lot of the VAs at the very beginning. Hey, we are kind of like dating, right? When you are having a dinner with your first date, after you finish the dinner, do you expect them to text you right away? Yes, right? Because you want to know whether they like you or not. If they don't text you until the next day, maybe they're not so into you. Am I right? Same thing here. Make sure that you communicate, over communicate. Hey, boss, I'm here, right? Hey, boss, I'm gonna go get a quick coffee real quick. If you're a call center, right? Hey, I'm gonna go take my 1 hour break. I will be back at 1:35, right? hey, today, I have such a great day because this is what I've worked on, right? This is everything that I've done, right? This is my small wins. Okay, I'm gonna clock out for the day today, do all that. Because again, as a business owners, request that too, because again, being honest here, right? From a business owner to business owner, we always wonder, is our virtual assistant working? What are they doing, right? Are they done for the day? Or can I give them one more task, just one more task? Because we work all the time, right? All
I
right. So
agree.
what, Monique, what do you say?
No, no, I totally agree because this again based on experience, we just had to let go another VA because well, I think our clients would understand if we are going through, some, maybe you're sick or maybe you have power outage, maybe you have internet connection issue. However, you really have to let them know. They cannot just, like you're not here, they cannot just assume that maybe there's a power outage, maybe there's a net issue, maybe she's sick. No, they wouldn't know unless you tell them. So, right? So for the VA again, over communicate with your client. Always, always, right? It's better to send them like a long messages than nothing at all. Okay? So, yes, and I think
Yes.
that's one of, yeah, well, it's one of the reasons why yes, the VAs are not working out for other clients because you just assume your clients would know. And also like for us, just like what the boss mentioned here, we have a community, so make sure you pair with one of them. Like, okay, is it okay if you call me up if I'm not here, at this hour, something like that? Or yeah, use the community really well. You utilize it, please.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And again, other business owners out there, if you happen to watch this, recording, right, and you have any other questions on why your virtual assistant does not work, please type it down below. So in that way, our community manager is going to look into it, and then we're going to answer you, on next episode, right? Next live. So in that way, we know exactly what to do with you, right? I would like to share the last reason why your virtual assistant does not work is because when you are posting your ad, right, when you are looking to hire the person, did you do personality tests? Did you do personality tests? Because a lot of the VAs, they just want a job, right? I think a couple of VAs say, yeah, I just want a job, I really don't care what it is because
Mm,
I need to pay my bills. Am I right? However, that is a wrong place to start because again, if they are introvert, right? Like accountant, and then they just need a job and they apply for a customer service representative job. Even if they do really well for the first 2 weeks, first 2 months, or first 2 years, eventually they're going to quit because that is not their core. Right? They do not like to be on the phone. They like accuracy work, right? So, like what we always say is, breaking down into three, right? Are they, is it accuracy position, is it a creativity position, or is it a communication position? If it's communication, you're looking for, if you know the disc person profile type, right? You wanted to do disc, right? And disc, will tell you, what kind of personality profile type you have. We also do the Tony Robbins 6 human needs, and we also do one last but not least is a 5 element, a test to check out, are they really gonna fit with this position or not? In my organization, we are huge on love and connection. We are huge on serving people. So a lot of my virtual assistant are, are very serving based mindset. And a lot of time, in order for me to hire people, I will have to look at their personal profile type and see whether they have that or not. If they don't have that, I usually don't hire them because it will not work out for me eventually because I need them to make my client feel warm and fuzzy. So again, make sure that when you're hiring your VAs, are they good at their job? That is number one. But do they really love and enjoy what they do? Because if they don't, then again, it's not going to work out, whether it's a day, a month, a year, or 10 years from now. Because eventually they're going to be like, boss, the job is great. I love you, right? But it's really not for me. Right? Monique, you want to add something?
yes, I think my last one would be again. I already mentioned a while ago that you for our virtual assistant, we don't like you working on other jobs, and I'm so sorry to say this. I know I'm not. I should be saying this, but I think for me, if you just do well in just one job, Okay, like for me, I don't need to get another job because this job is already paying me just like having two jobs. So if you just do well on just one job and not find another one, because if that's the case, you always it's always divided, your attention is always divided, your efforts are always divided with having two positions, you're working on two positions, right? So if you just focus on one job, just having a life work balance as well, I think you're gonna blossom, your client will love you, and just doing one job and just like having paid for like two jobs. So I think I mentioned that on the training yesterday, so that's just for me.
Yes, yes. And last but not least, I just want all the virtual assistant to know that whenever you are looking for a position, most of the business owners are looking for full time. Most of the business owners are looking for somebody that can go above and beyond for them, right? Most of the client is looking for you to over communicate with them, have the growth mindset, be flexible with them, see them as who they are and better than who they are and not worse than who they are, right? So again, just make sure that you communicate with them how great you are, because again, our biggest thing that we talk about is shyness does not make you money. Okay, shyness does not make you money. If you're shy and you wonder how come I don't get a pay raise, because you're shy. How come I got fired? Because you're shy. How come I didn't get the work done? Because you're shy, right? And again, business owners out there, if you don't think that your VA is going to work out, maybe you're going to need to crack the shy bucket, right? Break some relationship with them, let them know that it's okay, it's okay to talk to you, you're not going to fire them for, so again, highlights, right? Highlights are everything we talk about, uh on the virtual assistant, making sure that you take your break, so in that way it is a marathon, so you need to take care of yourself, right? For the business owners, make sure that you set the right expectation, so in that way they know exactly what you want, right? Again, make sure that make sure that you encourage your virtual assistant to over communicate with you, so in that way you know exactly when and where they are. Be very honest with them on what your expectation is, what you want them to do, so in the way they know exactly what you want, so in the way they can give it to you. What else? VAs are constantly sharpening the saw, because when we have a huge gap, that is when we need to replace you, right? So make sure that you know that. And also business owners, no flex time, no flex time. I know that is comfortable, I know that is easy, but again, when there's no expectation, that is the worst expectation when it comes to work. Okay, Monique, anything else?
No, I think that's it, you covered everything, boss.
All right, so everyone, thank you so much for coming. Happy Friday. We need to hop onto another coaching call, so we love you all very, very much. See you next week.
Have a great weekend. Bye.